You feel like you're about to say something, you know, you have your hand out.
I am scared. I put my hand up here. I got a question.
It's a little bit of variety.
Yeah, and some answers to sort of deal with the Pango out of control this game, you feel?
I mean, global.
Yep.
Instant hacks. TA traps with silence. Can all be good.
This is looking like a first blood. That's Whisper.
Yep.
You know, to clean that up with the God's Review. First blood for Whisper. So they take down 33.
Good stuff. And the Mars overall in the matchup, I know they were mentioning on the panel quite a bit there. It is an Enchantress and an Ursa, but there is double, like 4 ways to kind of prevent this Ursa from killing this Mars. There's a Matthew with 2 forms of disables. There's a knockback plus a spear that comes out from the Mars too. So, yeah, let's say I think Whisper should have a pretty okay time, especially because he got first blood. But we'll see, because also it's Enchantress Ursa. So.
That's a super.
It's a pretty volatile. It's a pretty scary lane. It can very quickly go into the favor of Tundra if they make mistakes on the side of EG.
Got to be careful. Very easy to sort of feed kills in that bottom lane.
Yep.
I know. How do you sort of imagine things are going to go up top then? On the other side of things.
I mean, Pekaz should just free farm.
Yeah.
Yep. Panda definitely is the one at risk of dying to some cookie on a wolf plus a scatter blast or something like that. But Pekaz, I mean, he should be pretty okay up here. Mid, I will see which Chris Luck shows up today. But this is also a pretty damn good matchup for the TA overall in the game. I think we'll have to see 9. I know they talked about it. I think Jenkins was saying this is where the Pangos adapt a lot of these games where they maybe we'll see like Treads, Diffusal, Halberd or something like that, or Treads, Diffusal, Shiva, something along those lines, depending on how the game state is. We'll have to find some type of answers to deal with the high physical.
I mean, and sort of overall, what kind of timings are both teams working towards this game? Is there a potential quick win in the sort of setting the sights for either of these drafts if they get an early lead?
Oh yeah, they both can snowball super hard. Both lineups take Roche unbelievably fast. One side has a TA, the other one has a Lycan Ursa, so Lycan Ursa and Pango, plus the Enchantress. I mean, just the Enchantress and Ursa can sneak Roche super early, as these like, sneak plays tanking with the creep. So there's definitely snowball effects from both sides.
So far in that mid matchup, pretty much dead even really with Chris being able to clean up these 3 creeps. Super close.
Yeah, now at the moment 33 is actually the one a bit behind in the lanes compared to everybody else. I mean, same thing for Skiter, actually. He's getting messed with a lot. I mean, these double stuns and stuff like that, just getting pushed back from Whisper is annoying him a bit. And honestly, with Whisper getting first blood is a pretty big deal, because you see the damage disparity from the Mars versus the Ursa. He has 74 damage versus 51. So you have to get those Fury Swipe stacks a bit to get last hits.
Securing these range creeps nicely as well with the spear. We'll try and go aggressive onto Matthew. And the spear was used by Whisper, but not able to do so. Too many sort of stuns and controls that EG can throw back at the 2 of them when they get aggressive.
33 is going to do some type of lane pulling now, just to secure some more last hits. But yeah, Pekaz, it's going to be absolute free farm for this Doom. Chris very comfortable on his TA. This is one of his top 3. I think it's this, the Death Prophet, and I would say, honestly, he's Primal Beast. He's super impressive on his Primal. And he absolutely set up for success, as long as he doesn't get behind. If they start getting behind with this TA, that's where they can kind of just get run over with the Ursa and Lycan and Pango getting on top of him. But honestly, yeah, I think I would prefer to be on the EG squad right now. With the way that their lineup kind of forms, it just don't want to be giving up early kills to allow this Ursa to go off. But they have Global. They always have answers for him. Global and Doom do super annoying things to play against. Same thing from the Hex.
Very much is this sort of, you know, the fact that for Tundra, I imagine they would have hoped to have set up for kind of getting these early kills in that safe lane, but as we said, that's just not happening.
Honestly, first blood is a big deal.
Yeah.
The fact that Whisper gets it, like he's got Bracer, huge net worth disparity over the Ursa, and then just gets boots super early on. See if Snaking's going to be able to punish it depending on what creep he gets. And yeah, Pekaz getting free farm is also massive because he's going to be able to get like a Midas. So it's probably going to deter the Lycan from going for his usual build. And then there's a 15 talents as well too. So he can just eat the Ancient. So I'm looking to see what 33 is going to do to adapt. I'm seeing right now, he's got Vlad's queued up. So that already tells me that he's going to look to do some type of different build, at least to start off here. And yeah, you just going Helm of Overlord versus a free farming Doom. He's going to hit 15 very early. Three lanes looking pretty damn good for EG. 9 still able to get some good farm in mid though.
I'm gonna get the movements here from maybe towards mid. I guess at the same time it's kind of hard to leave their respective lanes and leave their cores alone right now. So blowing up a hero if they catch them in the combo.
Blowing up the 1. They don't have that big like kisses or anything like that to hit multiple targets. And 9, he's probably going to be that big target they want to go for. He's got the diffusal blade finished. And they'll get the catch.
They get in on him.
9.
They open up with the Hex, but the cookie's there from Aramis, and he's able to cookie 9 up to the high ground. Global as well. Sets up for the spear and the finger. They'll blow 9 up.
Nicely done. Big jump forward here.
They needed that here, EG.
They committed a ton though. They committed literally 3 big ultimates there. They do get 2 big hits. They need to turn it into an objective.
Dire doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower. There's not going to be a tower left.
Tier 1 should be going down with 2 heroes off the map for Tundra. They won't have the resources to head in and defend this. EG, 2 kills and a tower to be taken. At the same time, Tundra continues to try and pile on the pressure onto the tier 2 top because he'll deal with the defense.
But significant tower damage. It's down to 1/5 HP already. 33. Yeah. Wraith Pact is done. It is I mean, it's a pretty damn good Wraith Pact game versus the TA. A lot of downtime here. 40 seconds until that next Mars ult's available, but he's looking for snaking. Panda.
The heals were off in time.
The Centaur won't stop.
Oh, he's out. Oh, he's out with the TP.
Oh, snaking took it. It was his.
And immediately from the mid, 9 and Aramis, they're ready to try and set up with another round of the kisses here. 9 ready to lead in. I mean, if they get in on top of someone with the Rolling Thunder, Aramis will lay down the kisses. They'll get pretty much a guaranteed kill.
Yeah,
there's no global silence to put a stop to it either.
I mean, Matthew is looking incredibly dead.
They'll sell for him. Don't even have to use either of the ults for that one.
I mean, that's big. They can look to make the next move. EG, they will have ulti back up from Whisper, but he's a bit scared. He needs one of these other heroes to have the damage to follow up with him. Finger, long cooldown. Chris, all right, he will get a haste rune. And he is looking to have some pretty damn good timing for his Desolator. He's about, what, 700, not even 600 gold away from it.
Probably hoping to catch a glimpse of a mood.
EG. Where do they look to go from here?
It's going to be a question of whether sort of farming pays off here for Pakaz and Chris. How strong will this Doom feel when he has his BKB, has his Blink, and is able to get into sort of the front of the action? I mean, what do you sort of reckon? When Doom's got his items, how scared are they going to be of Pakaz? Like, can they kill a farm Doom very easily, Tundra? How do they deal with him?
I mean, they have a ton of physical damage, that's for sure, but they do lack a little bit of control. Especially if once he's going to have that BKB. Their initiation is going to have to come clean from 9. And right now would be the perfect time to kill him. They are set up.
Backup's coming in. The turn, immediate Doom's laid down on Snan. They've got the global silence. Great arena here as well from Whisper. He'll catch onto the 3 of them because he's able to get out.
But they don't get a kill out of this at the moment.
Matthew. Oh,
Humble.
they've got him.
Uh-oh. Tundra can just walk into Roche probably after this.
He's going to try for the deny, but the scatter blast from Aramis guarantees the kill.
Uh-oh.
And indeed, they'll say, well, seeing as you brought us here, we might as well do it. Straight to the Roche they go.
That's scary. I mean, it's both sides really want to be able to get that rush. Using Global, using Doom and Arena and getting 0 kills,
sure.
That's painful for EG.
You feel that kind of using those just to survive it's not good enough at this point for EG?
No, because even if this Doom's going to be able to now secure his BKB timing, you've just lost Roche versus an URSA with Battle Fury. Tundra, they're more than happy with that.
Radiant might want to haul some ass down to their bottom tower. Dire's middle tower has taken one hell
Chris
of a
does have the Deso timing, but they have, as we said, there's ways to get on top of him. He's got to be careful with his next positioning. I mean, Chris, he is going.
Whoa, hold up, whoa. Okay. Well, I mean, that happened.
Dire's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed.
Well, gotta be a bit more careful.
I mean, he had the haste rune, but it was literally running out also. I mean, he gets chain stun, but he had like
no mana as well. I mean, for sure the diffuser came in at the end, but that was, full aggression there from Chris. He just went straight in.
And now there's a blink on 9. So, all right, Tundra, they're in honestly a huge advantageous position right now.
Yeah. Well, what bigger than the numbers, Sammy? It's only 5-5 is 16 minutes in. Tundra have that lead, and you can kind of feel it, right? One fight, and then bam, that number's going to explode.
I mean, EG have to be pretty much perfect with their next few moves, or the map's just going to completely shrink, and they're playing versus quite a bit of vision. Enchantress Creep, playing versus the Lycan, who's going to be very pesky. And yeah, I love the adaptation from 33.
Yep.
Like the itemization that he's gone for. Just Wraith Pact, drums, not going for any type of those creeps that can be eaten. And yeah, the Doom is farmed, right? But how much is he really going to be able to do in this?
I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah, see what Picard's can do. He's got a lot of money, but indeed, sometimes, like this could in some games be the Doom that was like the offlane Doom, right? He's still gonna have that top net worth, but at least then you've kind of got a more traditional carry outside of it that's still in a good spot. This time, it's kind of all on Picard. You know, he's that position 1. He's got to make something big happen with all this gold that he's managed to amount.
And who's he going to be able to find? He needs to find one of these big core heroes, the URSA or the Lycan.
Let's see what they can get here. They need this to work.
I mean, 9.
Yeah, Snaking's the one kind of scanning down Whisper. Gonna get the jump onto 9. They put the global. Finger as well. They burst through the Pango.
That's what they need. They need to just get these type of jumps.
I mean,
hello, Chris.
Tundra's still considering fighting this. 33, he's in on a Chris. As Chris, he's gonna die.
He just gets eaten.
I mean, the kisses are coming out as well now. EG's got to run. They may have got 9, but they've already lost 2. They're gonna lose Panda as well. The body blocks are there with the Wolves. As Tundra, they'll still be the team to clean up.
Picard is too scared to go in to throw a Doom down. I mean, there's an Ursa with an Aegis, so he's like, wait, what do I do? Lycan already popped Shapeshift. They get a good initiation, but then Tundra just rolls right through him. Again, they're committing so many spells to just take out one target.
It does feel a bit concerning here for EG.
It's a good initial go, but
they didn't. Whisper as well, living on the edge there. Steps up to try and clear the wave.
The tower.
Cookie connects, but so buy some more time with it with the fortification. But the Blink Dagger done now on Picard.
Okay.
So I mean, Picard, he should have the tools to play it right. He's got his BKB, he's got his Blink, he's got his Bots and Midas to keep the farm strong. Let's see what sort of Doom control he can get off in the fight. So this last time round, it was a solid start. You know, the fact that sort of they find the instant kill onto 9. Problem is, Chris just gets immediately overwhelmed by 33. He's in with the walls onto this TA, and Chris just doesn't stand a chance. 33 is too strong.
Honestly, 33 is this is one of his specialty heroes, and I love that he's adapted with the build so much. Most people would just default a little bit. But yeah, he's gone for this really, really cool item build. And very, very cooldown reliant on the side of EG. They need to hit super hard with Kaz somehow when he gets the Doom. Probably after the Aegis wears off on the Ursa.
They're going on snaking, and at the same time, they're not going on snaking. They don't want to do this.
Really taking a beating.
How long on Aegis? I mean, he's got BKB already done on Skiter. Chris is those 2 deaths really hurt him. Skiter.
I mean, Tundra's just gonna start running them.
Yep. He still has Aegis. It's level 14 on this Ursa. He's getting away with a totally free game. Kaz wants to use his Midas.
Oh, don't do it.
Been up now for about 10 seconds.
Don't do it, Picard. I mean, he can stick around and maybe try for another wave, but this will be risky. I feel like he needs to get out of this area.
That was unintentional. Forget I said that. Their bottom
if he sort of waits for Tundra to leave, there's still a tier 1 tower here for Tundra, so they can TP over.
Dire doesn't hold.
Thinking about going for the jump.
There's not going to be a tower left.
I mean, he looks like he's thinking about it, but he needs backup if he wants it. They have everything up.
Yeah. Okay, 9's left the area.
I mean, Chris is so far up again. Chris!
I mean, 9 just TPs in, gets to the setup with the Rolling Thunder. Chris is going to try and run, but they see him. He's gone, and completely on his own there. Bottom lane, I mean, Picard and Whisper, they look at snaking, but again, that's all they do. They just look at him, and he walks away.
I mean, Chris is honestly just giving up these massive kills now, 3 times in a row. He just walks into the front lines there. That one was, honestly, the first one and that one were the ones that were a little sus there by Chris.
It's gonna miss. Look at the Hex and the Finger to take the kill on Aramis. Find something, but again, you can really feel that for EG, they're not getting the big kills that they'd hoped for here.
It's just farm on Picard and farm and farm and farm, and what's he going to be able to do with it? Versus all this physical damage, they're looking to smoke to catch something. BKB on Whisper. They'll see where 9 is.
I mean, when it comes to farm as well, now Picard is just having to play hidden. He's going to show himself on the wave.
Dyer's historical.
Get out of this one. They
will find 9.
have Arena and Global will allow them to secure the kill on Pangolier.
And at the least, Skiter, I mean, he did pop BKB, so for EG, some type of small little play for them there. But the fact that URSA is pretty much keeping up with the Doom, it feels amazing for them, really, on Tundra. Yeah, I take back what I said earlier. They're just getting split up in the builds that Tundra's gone for. It's, you know, I really just want to give a lot of credit to 33. It's really nice stuff. Definitely worried for these supports, especially on the side of EG.
On EG, you know, they are finding the kills on 9 a couple of times around Whisper's Arena. You know, Whisper, he's still 5-0-2. You know, on paper he's had a flawless game, but it feels like it just still hasn't been enough. Like, they needed more. Kind of within this early window, 22 minutes. It's only 9 to 8. The kills are incredibly low. Skiter's getting away with all the farm in the world. He's going to get the jump onto Whisper.
Nice cookie.
Keeps him within range of the Mars, and Whisper has to put the BKB and Pigpole to escape.
And we're seeing 9. He's doing the build that, you know, Jenkins and I were talking about, the halberd build versus that TA. Super strong.
Odd-looking, bulging eyes. Don't look
Tundra.
now, but Radiant's bottom tower.
Looks like they have good control and good grasp of this game so far. I'm just waiting to see when Pikaz is going to feel like he's strong enough to really throw down a Doom and get involved in stuff.
Yeah, still yet to really sort of see the Doom pop up in the team fights. I mean, what, 0-1-1, he's only been involved in one of the bits of positive action.
Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
One of the more farm-heavy games I feel like we've seen in a while. And Aramis, I mean, he's having an excellent game. He has Greaves. They're going to have so many aura advantages versus the side of EG. Boots to the bearing. Wraith Pact, the AC soon to follow. This URSA is well and truly enabled. And the Doom, it doesn't feel like he is at all. Same thing for the TA.
.33 is going to be able to continue to hold this bottom tower.
He's going to have this AC very soon. Man, I'm not sure what they do on EG. They're just going to get shredded from the physical. And Chris,
I mean, they're leading in on him on the mid. Cooking forward as well. They're going to drop the kisses, but the Global will be there to protect Chris. Puts a stop to the kisses.
Can he get away?
Yeah, they'll be able to Hurricane Pike up to the high ground. We'll get away, but again, they have to use the Global silence for this.
Don't look now, but
Cooldown for Global, I mean, it's a long one. It's 2 minutes. Snapfire Kiss is back up in 90.
I mean, at the least for EG, it's a long cooldown, a long respawn on Roshan.
Very true.
They won't have to worry about Tundra being able to get in and get that Roche before Panda has the Global backup. So definitely going to be a chance for EG to fight Tundra when the Roshan's back in play in 2 minutes. At 9, he's going to go straight away with the Rolling Thunder. He's going to get the jump onto the high ground. He's just going to look to control the Lion. Yeah, Whisper able to get the control of the two. The Mosquito's able to pop the ultimate.
And they have the heals.
They've got to run, EG. Ultimates expended from both sides there, 9 with the Rolling Thunder. And Whisper with the Arena. Either side to find kills, though.
Rolling Thunder, much lower cooldown, though. I'm wondering what the timing is going to be for Pikaz, where he's like, all right, guys, I'm ready to go.
Because he's got a lot of money.
Sure does.
He's a Doom. He's going to go for this AC, of course, next. He just stopped sort of on the way to finish off the Ether Lens.
Can he get the setup, though? That's going to be the question. Nay, we'll find him.
They'll settle for snaking, and they'll find him successfully. Big hits here coming in from Chris with the meld.
All right, let's see if they can find a Doom.
This is the time to get Pikaz involved. A bit scared now because the smoke does dispel. They know that Tundra's on the high ground.
Yeah, Roche not up. Chris at least gets a Deso stack. Kiss is back up in 5. They're going to scout the Roche area, 40 seconds. And Skiter, he's about to have Basher, level 18 on the URSA. And I believe, yeah, that's pretty much the AC now on 33. They have so many auras. On the side of EG, what auras do they have?
They're close to AC on Pikaz, right?
Just that one. Besides that, there's nothing else. There's no Boots to the Bearing, no Vlads, nothing like that. Tundra, feels like they're ready to go soon. Delivers the Basher, snaking actually brings it to Skiter. And yeah, AC is done on 33. They have so much damage, so much mixed damage on their draft. I mean, EG, they need like the perfect jump, it feels like, for them to be able to try to fight versus this. And Roche, it's on the docket. Both teams scouting it immediately.
S19's trying to make sure they have just wall control around this area.
Do they have a sentry? They don't actually have a sentry on Tundra, so that trap is in the pit.
BKB as well on Chris. They'll be much more kitted out to get in and fight, especially to sort of back up the initiations of an arena. If they get the Spear Arena combo onto any of Tundra's members, highly likely Chris is going to be able to get in and deal the physical.
They need the perfect initiation on EG, and it still doesn't feel easy. s19 just runs in and kind of taunts them a little bit there, asking them to go on him.
Now smoke up once again. Picard, he's going to bounce over towards that top wave, make sure that he's with the team.
The Wolf, it's going to scout immediately. Sees Picaz, gets eaten.
I'd bet on Radiant's top tower coming down. Dire is kicking sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower. Just got demolished. Dire's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
Tundra waiting for EG to come to them here.
Scary forms of initiation, as we've said for EG. If they get the initiation, they can absolutely win the fights. It's just difficult because they have to get the perfect targets.
And Tundra smoke's about to come to an end. EG, they just smoke up themselves. Matthew.
See. Whisper.
Who's going to go first? It's going to be Whisper. Get the spear back on the snaking. They'll deal with the Enchantress.
It's a good first grab. 40 seconds.
Dire's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed.
Nine's going to go. He's in with the Rolling Thunder. Gets the opening here straight away. And Chris, the jump forward as well. The Doom's going to get dropped down onto the bear. The BKB in the enrage was already there for s19. He'll be able to back up for now.
It's a low duration Doom because he got the enrage off first, so it's actually gone already.
See if he wants to get back in on the action. Chris's BKB coming to an end himself. Aramis gets clipped by the spear. So s19 wants to consider jumping back in. He does. Gets back in on top of Chris. Chris taken out of the fight. Now look towards Whisper. Whisper gets the arena down. Puts the BKB. There's loose stop for Picard. Catching on to both Skeeter and the spear as well. They get the angle. Beautiful spear from Whisper. But Skeeter, he's still alive. They didn't have the damage to finish off the URSA during the stuns. As it's 3 going down on EG. It's 4 dead on EG. As he's just too much for them to deal with right now.
Too many auras and the initiation, it's not clean. He got the enrage off. The Doom just wears off in, what, 5 seconds? All that status resist for Skeeter, and now quickly into the Roche. Tundra execute beautifully, and EG a bit all over.
Now we see again, as you said, immediate BKB and enrage before the Doom gets slammed down onto him. Just takes a few seconds for him to reset out the side of the fight and wait. And outside of that, EG, they just couldn't really lock down onto a target at the start of things. 9 and 33 able to kite them out to the side of it all. Whisper, he gets a good...
I think it's just, they have to cleanly execute every single time. The execution's is much more difficult in comparison to Tundra. After we see like that top play, when they use Doom, Global, and everything, and like Marzel, just to reset a fight, Tundra just takes over the map with that. URSA's just free farming the entire time. And I really think like 33, it's, you know, you talk about his item build. I think this was just the perfect one. Just omitting the summons and just going for just straight up auras. Everyone just has an aura. And the Halberd as well for 9. They just have answers and answers and answers for what EG has.
Yeah, barely been able to deal with him in the fights. He's only died once this game. 33. He's on the way to the BKB. He turns up with sort of the ultimate, the BKB. It's just going to be so much for EG's heroes to deal with.
Yep.
And so difficult for really EG to kind of control them, as we're seeing. If they get in with that initial control of like the arena into the spear, to the Son of the Lion, and then maybe if they're lucky they kill one hero, after that they're kind of at a point where they have to split, they have to run, because Tundra just overruns them.
And honestly, I mean, maybe we could say like the thing that they could have perhaps done is try to find Skiter earlier. They killed 9 a bunch, right? But Skiter, he's 4-0 and 7. He has the same farm as a Doom with a minus, so it says quite a lot. They weren't able to find him at all this game. And oh, Whisper just used his BKB, and they pinged it instantly.
Well, they saw it.
Oh yeah.
He was on the wave.
Aramis pinged it, so Skiter, he's gonna tip him. He's like, oh, good eye there. Good awareness, my friend. That's a timing for Tundra. They can probably press forward for this. They know that the glyph is down, so maybe look for a fight and get that push going. Chris is just trapped in the base at the moment. It's rare that you see a TA holding a blast rig. You can see why he perhaps needs it versus the Lycan URSA.
Absolutely, yeah. Skeeter and 33, they just get straight on top of Chris in the midst of these fights.
It's like 9 has a BKB now, so they're going to have every single answer to these
What a
issues.
name, Whisper. They continue to push on. Skeeter just takes him out solo.
And Matthew.
In the trees, he'll try for the TP. He won't get out. A double kill for Skeeter.
This one feels totally over. Tundra playing very, very well today. And EG, honestly, a little bit all over the place in this first game. Chris, a couple of these like deaths really hurt down their momentum. And just never able to find the URSA. Okay, here comes the push. Snaking, he's prepping it.
They do, EG.
Chris has been standing at the tier 3 now for over a minute.
It's very scary to head out of the high ground right now. Pushing in all lanes here, Tundra.
Tundra special. Constrict them. This URSA is massive. He is ahead of the Doom now. EG, I guess they're just, I mean, trying to perhaps just not hemorrhage more kills to try to fight when the Aegis goes down, but that fight is going to come to them very soon. Tundra playing it safe, snaking, buying a gem. He's going to get rid of these pesky traps.
Oh, there it is. Skiter's going to make the jump. We'll be able to get Chris back up to the high ground. The forces.
At least Matthew's there to bail him out. Whisper trying to shove bottom.
What's it again?
He's just on top of him.
He's gonna just take him out underneath the tier 4s. Gets in, takes Chris out. There's nothing that EG can do to save him, and he's out for a minute, no buyback.
There's just no way for them to fight.
Full set of racks taken in the mid. I mean, Tundra can stick around for more. Still 40 seconds on the Aegis for Skiter.
That baby is coming down.
I mean, it just really feels like we just haven't had that fight where Picasso has been able to turn up and use all this net worth for some sort of good for evil geniuses.
I mean, he's just playing PvE the entire game. He has 290 CS. Still like one of the top net worth, but he haven't felt a single impact. I'm actually going to be surprised when we look at the damage numbers at the end of this. CG, I can imagine they're pretty damn low. Yeah, 60k on the Doom.
Unfortunately, nearly the lowest damage dealt on the team this game. The strat, it just hasn't worked out for EG.
Nope. And because he can't, okay, he can get away. Only just. And I feel like a lot of that damage isn't really like, it's not impactful damage whatsoever. It's just like casual scorched earth damage that was catching people. And the Doom to run away. One of the quietest games ever from Picasso, and I honestly think we'll never see the Doom again on him.
You know, it just doesn't work out.
It really just doesn't. And I've seen it fail quite a bit of times. I think Tundra, of course, they answered it very nicely with the way the 33 played and built. They just haven't been able to make it work whatsoever. They're going to try one more hurrah, but it's spotted under a ward. That smoke it's seen.
They know what's coming for them here, Tundra. So it's not going to be hitting them by surprise. So we're going to try for PG. Immediately dewarded.
Absolute desperation. Snaking just walks at them. He's like, okay, bring it on.
And dodges the stun as well. He's going to be able to stay on top of Matthew. There's a Hex. Scatter Blast will miss. Aghanims is done on Picasso. So if there was any sort of moment they were trying to go full greed to get towards, this would be it, right? You got your Aghanims, you got your BKB, your AC. This is the time where maybe the Doom carry will shine.
That's a hope. I mean, they need to get the ideal thing really for them would be now it's just getting a double spear with like a double stun. The Doom follows up and they're just able to delete some of these heroes, but it's going to take even more than 1 or 2 rounds with that, with how like super far behind they really are at this point. Skiter.
Does he know someone's in it? No, he's just playing careful himself. He's just hiding off the way.
Are they gonna run into each other? Oh,
they might.
God! Oh my God!
He's gonna find him. Spear's there in time,
but he got the enrage off, so the status resist was at least there for a second. Can he get the hit?
Oh,
not quite.
Out.
It feels good to be this good.
Whisper at least able to survive for his team. Ogre Seal Totem, what an item. Trapped in the base. I mean, how long has it been that Chris has just been in the base? He can't get outside. The poor man.
Yeah, I mean, he can barely stay inside the base. The last time round, Skiter just jumped in and killed him under his tier 4 towers. Feels like, unfortunately for EG, not many safe places to be right now against Tundra.
Oh, and they only see, half the time they only see snaking, and they can't even kill snaking. I mean, he's 0-4, but honestly, a couple of these times, he's tanked so many rounds of spells.
Gotcha.
Super tanky inch.
Just complete control of the map. We'll see when Roshan's going to be up again in 10 seconds. Tundra very much having the luxury to proceed as they wish. It's going to be a long respawn on Roche.
Tundra making him suffer. They're all so rich. 9, almost now the same net worth as the Doom.
They just can't leave the base, EG.
Nope. There's wolves scouting them even if they do. Very long row spawn. They're gonna use the gem trick, so snaking, he just plops the gem inside the pit, so they'll see when it does respawn.
They know there's no chance of any hero wandering over here anytime soon from EG. They just all held up in the base, the 5 of them.
Efficient farming from Tundra. Aramis even stacking hard camp. I mean, they're really making EG suffer here.
Pentarex as well now for Skeeter. So what was he holding on to before? Is he's whatever it was, yeah. Pentarex over it. Very nice.
They're just playing it super safe. Sending wolves, yeah, I mean, the gem is still inside the pit, so they'll see exactly when Roche does spawn, but as you say, it's literally as long as it possibly could have been to spawn.
There's just no need to take the risk here if you're Tundra.
Nope, they'll get, if they can find a kill, then they'll just go straight for high ground, because I think the buybacks are not going to be available, but yeah, EG, I mean, they know how this game is. It's over already. There's nothing they can do to fight. Chris is still just, I think Chris is just taking a nap.
He's taking a...
He's literally been sitting here, I'm not even kidding you, for like 8 minutes or something.
He's chilling.
But look at that. Look how deep that is.
Yeah, it's been rough.
I mean, it's when you're just talking, you're like, what went so wrong this game? And it was, I mean, a lot of things that went wrong, but you'll be looking at the next game.
I mean, overall, you would say was just sort of the dynamic of trying to run like the mid TA and the safe lane Doom. It's a tough one to attempt.
Yeah. You know, at first glance, I'm like, oh, you know, I can see the concept they're looking for, playing around the trap and the jump, if they can get the clean initiations, but the cooldowns are so long, and Tundra, they itemized, they played versus it perfectly. They literally gave no hope to EG, really. It's like, yeah, you're killing 9, but as we said, you know, Skiter, he had literally the freest game ever.
807, he's nearly hitting level 25. He's even thinking about picking himself up a Hex to finish up that last slot instead of the Wand.
He's TPing on the Wolf. I believe he got eaten. Something happened, or he canceled it.
Don't look
Didn't say.
now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
All right, they see Chris. Are they going to dive him at the tier 4s?
Skeeter wants to. But, yeah, Chris knows. He's keeping himself so far back. Now Roshan is up.
All right.
Tundra.
They see it right away because that gem, of course, is in the pit. So thinking he's going to go pick his gem back up. He's happy.
Bottom tower is getting obliterated.
And a full Aghanims now for Skiter. Clean and methodical.
TV room down bottom as well. They don't have eyes on it, but they might check it out, seeing as the power room wasn't top over.
Oh, even fun. Oh, thank God they're doing some fun stuff. Give me 33 the eggs. Hell yeah.
There we go.
Bite the URSA. The wolf bear. A terrifying thing.
And they're going to see the DD, so that they'll have this as well.
No.
Nice, I'll take it. Why not?
Yeah, Skeeter, yeah, already TP down bottom. I need to push around this bottom wave and look to close things up. Rest of Tundra, they'll start closing aggressively down the mid.
25 on URSA.
Looks like Dyer's
They see the courier. Quick little snag. Whisper can't even pick up his item.
See if EG's got anything left in them here for the final defense.
I think Whisper is telling his team, smoke me so I can go to the enemy secret shop and buy my refresher. He's like, this is our final hurrah. Yeah, he's going for it. Look at
I mean, it's going to take him some time. He might not have a base by the time he gets back.
Won't make a difference anyway, but he just wants his item before the game ends. Yeah, look at he's laughing. There we go. TP up in 10. Maybe go for one more wave and then TP back to join.
Skiter's looking for the jump. He's going to go for it. Gets in, arms up at Chris. They'll be able to force him out of the side, but he still goes down. Gets the BKB off, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. 9. Not going to roll too dangerously close to the fountain. I'll pull back from that.
He doesn't even have buyback on the TA. I mean, not like it would matter, but...
I know this one was in the trees. Cars, get him with the Doom. They'll put the global silence as well. They're in on top of the Ursa. They burst Skiter low with the finger, but he's able to walk out of the area of the Doom. And now he's thinking about going back in. This Arena Spear combo will catch him. As they take the Aegis out of the hands of Skiter, but that's Cars. He's out of the fight. It's game over. GG is called. Tundra take this game 1. 42 minutes, it ends up being, you know, not the quickest of games, but it certainly felt like a game that was over quite some time ago.
It felt like it was over 20-something minutes ago. Tundra, even though they had like, what, like a 2K lead or something like that, this Doom just, he literally did nothing because I really don't think we'll ever see him playing it again.